Hi, and welcome, Christine. Christine Janette, and you do something very unique, which is you work with sound.
I do.
Wonderful. How did you get into that?
Well, it was kind of weird.
All of
I've
our
been doing,
stories are.
I know, I've been doing holistic health practitioner for quite a few years, but then I don't even exactly remember how, but something told me, go look at this book. So I read a book on field sound therapy,
Mhm.
and then I bought a couple forks and started using them and went, oh, wow, these things are pretty cool. And so I started practicing on family and stuff, and the intuition started coming in, and I could feel the energy field on people until like their dissonant, um, or I call, what do I call it? like it's like a tone when I go through their energy field, like something had happened at a certain time,
Mhm.
or there's pain in their body. So then I just started adding that modality to what I do, and then here I am.
So it's like when you use the forks and you hit them, they make a tone, and then that tone
Mhm.
adjusts the auric field of your clients.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
you,
so what I do is I scan through their field, which is like this, the right near you is now, and then out is like more towards birth. So you
oh,
have like these different rings, right? And you have your feminine side and your masculine side. So I can hear, sometimes I hear words and messages.
mhm.
Um, I can, if there's like pain in a certain part of the body, the forks will like scream at me when I'm right over the points. So I know that's the area to work on. If something happened, say when they were like 15 years old, I can hear a higher pitch tone in that area of their body, and it could have been on the feminine or masculine side. So, and then it depends on which chakra area I'm working in. So, like, you have your crown chakra, third eye, throat, and so on. So, and then the part of the body. So then I can basically say, okay, so what happened at this time that we need to look at and fix.
Wonderful. My guides have always gave me the sense that sound does heal, but I never intellectually understood it. It's just a feeling. And now that I've been in the healing field, it's really amazing. No one can discount this and say that it's not real because too many of us are working in that field and having results. And the client testimonials are really enough. If you help one person, then it's a success.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just have to I tell some people I don't know. It just works. That's what I'm doing. I get intuition, I can hear songs in my head. Sometimes I see sparks, which are
How
usually
long?
like a relative or something will be hanging out with them, and I usually see like little sparkles.
Mhm.
So, and I hear different words, and it just is what it is, and it works. So,
When did you figure out that you were intuitive that way?
well, in this way with the tuning forks, it's probably been about, I've been working with them for like 8 months, maybe more. But
Mhm.
as far as intuitive, I've pretty much been most of my life. Because like I said, I started out doing holistic health practitioner, and the way I actually just started putting readings into this work as well.
Mhm.
So I use numerology a lot, and in a person's name, I can tell you in my reading what areas need to be looked at as far as mind, body, spirit, which chakras, which actually after I do my first session with the person, and then I do the reading with their numerology and I use crystal energies, it 98% matches up with with the first session I did.
So how does
So
a typical session go with you? A client comes in and what happens? What's the first thing that happens?
when they come in, well, the first session is generally just to get a feeling of what's going on in their body, their energy field. So most of them, I tell them, just relax, lay down, close your eyes. I play music. I said, you will probably fall asleep within the first 7 minutes. And most of them do. And that's actually great because that allows them to be open and they're not closed up, and holding it in to where and like blocking it. So and then they like, I'd say 90% of my clients fall asleep within the first 7 minutes. The ones that don't, they're watching and like, oh my gosh, she's going to find this or she's going to find that, is what the feeling I get sometimes. So they're a little apprehensive, but then it takes about an hour, the first session. So I start combing their field, and I start at the feet and move up to the head. And I start on the male side and move to the
I can completely validate that, because in my work, the goal, of course, is to get them to relax, but to hold them in that state where technically they're sleeping, but then they're talking. And you're definitely right. Everything releases. And it's fascinating, the questions that people come in with and how things have transpired in their life. And that answer that they get is just, it's unbelievable. It's such clarity. And through such love, these messages come, It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So how did you become certified to do this? How does one become a healer using sound and force? How does that happen?
Well, I'm certified as a holistic health practitioner. I went to IMM as well. I've got metaphysical practitioner. As far as the tuning forks, there's not really any certified. You don't need to be certified. It kind of falls in under my holistic health and the metaphysical practitioner for me. There are schools and classes that you can take and get certified in it.
Okay.
I don't think I need to do that. Some people may feel like if that's their only modality, then yeah, sure, get certified. But I practiced, and it just all came to me and sat with me, and my confidence built up on it. And I used to do this whole ritual thing when I first started doing it. Now I'm just like, okay, let's go.
Because you're comfortable with it now.
Yeah.
Have you thought about teaching this modality to other people?
I am actually working on a because the way I call it bionumeric sound therapy, because I do include numerology. So I am working on my own modality. I'm going to trademark it, and I actually just started the book yesterday. So.
Oh, wow. So I caught you at just the right time. And you're out of where? Where do you live?
I live in Sonoma County, a little town, Sebastopol.
Okay.
It's above San Francisco.
Wow. Sonoma's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty up here. I call it Hippieville.
Well, when you get to the point where you are doing your certifications, I want to give you an open invitation to come and teach at Perspective Metaphysics. I want to get as many modalities as I can. I want to be sure to open this up to as many people so that people know for personal uses, or if they choose to become practitioners themselves. It doesn't matter to me. I just feel very guided to making this information available to people. And as well as the college information, a lot of people don't even know about IMM, the University of Metaphysics. Are you still attending? Are you finished with your classes at this point?
I finished. I got my BA, and I'm a minister. I'm going to start back up probably after the winter solstice to do my master's. Awesome. I needed to take a break to get this business part going and my book going, and then once winter comes, I'll be ready to do that. And I'm going to get my doctorate as well eventually, but
that sounds
one step
beautiful.
at a time.
Definitely. So do you only do in person with your modality, or can you do distance?
No, I do distance as well. I just started doing distance about 6 weeks ago.
And how did that? Wow.
It's been going good. It's amazing the responses I get.
So how does that work? Tell me a typical phone, Skype, or what?
I don't. They can just be. I'll tell them when I'm about to start. I usually get a picture of them, fully clothed, of course. And I do the reading and I have it set in front of me and I have all my here. I have a microphone over here and I record the session with the sound and I have the background. Because I use a lot of YouTube videos as well for the different tones, for the solfeggio tones.
We have lost connection here. It's giving me a message. Sometimes it can be a little slow. Dallas, we have a lot of storms here.
Oh no.
I hope we didn't lose it. It's telling me it's recording, but it's got you on red.
Mine's recording.
Okay, now it says it's open. Do you see a connection on your end?
Yeah, it says recording on my end. That's all I see.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Hopefully it'll stay this way. Hopefully we don't lose it. I want people to know. I have the first woman, I'm going to have an interview with her on the 24th, is Sheila Tillage of White Dove Healing. And she's going to be coming to Perspective Metaphysics in November 9th through the 12th to do her workshop for Energy Intensive. We have a beautiful, lovely, newly remodeled space over at the Dallas Galleria Towers. And we seat we've got 3 different conference rooms over there, and they each seat about 12 people. So it's kind of small and close-knit, but I think we can get some really good groups and certifications going so people can learn. Because just like you yourself, you kind of, unless it's kind of presented or you feel guided to it, you may not necessarily be able to find it. They're not teaching this in regular schools, and you really do have to do some legwork to find the information.
Right.
How did you find IMM, University of Metaphysics?
Again, most everything I do, I'm just like guided. It's like go look there, go look there. And I can't remember what even it was Facebook. I was on something, can't remember what page, but somebody said they had became a minister, and I private messaged him and said, so where'd you attend? Because I'm thinking about doing this. And he told me. And so I checked into it and said, well, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I did.
Wow. And what are you doing with that part of your life? Are you officiating anything?
Not yet. I just got my website up for that. I'm not quite sure where that is going yet, whether I want to do weddings or like I have our Facebook group, the Sovereign Sisters. I was thinking of putting to use a death doula.
Oh, yes. I'm really guided in that area too.
That as well.
Yeah.
And I would use tuning forks with that as well, because it just kind of helps them, I believe, to let go and go in peace and get rid of any of that negative energy surrounding themselves, so that they can just go in peace.
Yeah, you're giving me goosebumps. I have been really thinking about that area, and when I'm set up here, I do want to expand. I like the idea of the no one dies alone. I know there's so many people out there, and there's no education about death, and it's so filled with fear.
Yeah.
And the whole death doula thing is very, very new, and I'm so glad to see that happening.
I just have to figure out my next step with that.
I saw one lady who, I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but she had become a death doula, and she started like at the whole planning process, helping them plan their exit and their paperwork and, officiating everything that should be done.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're
thinking? Was that on the IMM group?
It wasn't. I think I saw her on a YouTube something or other with healing. I want to find out who she is. This is very interesting.
I think I've seen that too. For some reason, it rings a bell.
Yeah,
It's like
really
this.
nice. You seem like a nice lady.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
aren't you coming to Sacramento or something? September?
I'm planning
We
a trip
talk
to
about that.
Sacramento coming in September. We're doing what we can to pull it together. We're hoping that the workshops, of course, will generate enough funds so that we can do that. Um, I want to do some sessions there. All my family's there, and everybody's asked me for a session. I wanted to get a chance to come visit you and do a session for you because I
Yes.
love it. I absolutely just love it. You know, Dolores Cannon's program is just top notch. I've had a lot of success with it, and everybody's happy all the way around. You know, typical sessions about 3 hours, sometimes a little longer.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'd like to talk to you about Dolores one of these days.
Definitely,
And
we
see,
can always.
is that a program you would do?
Yeah, her work is unparalleled, and one of the things I like about it, instead of like considering myself a hypnotist, I consider myself a librarian. The people come in, all the information's in them, they're just not sure quite where to find it, you know, and then that takes all of the negative societal connotations off of it. We're not, you know, conjuring up things. We're just looking for information. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to do away with those old ideas of things and, you know, religious connotations. It's just time. We're grown up now, you know, little
Right.
baby spirits, but we're all grown up humans now, and it's just time to evolve. And our thought processes have to evolve, and our choice of healing modalities have to evolve. And I haven't seen anybody else just talking to other healers, and that's what I want to do, to create that basically like a little healing corner, you know, wherever you are, you can find somebody.
Right. Do you have, because I belong to the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. They
I
are
saw
actually,
that.
yeah,
I'm not involved with them. Tell me about that.
they are. Well, I just got involved. I just signed up a couple months ago. And I'm in the leadership now too. Um, it's nationwide, and they have their meetings once a month or whatever with all different healers, modalities, and like the one here, our president, she is trying to get Western medicine in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those Western doctor, or the normal doctors that do believe in what we're doing and the healing modalities that we do. She's trying to get them in as well. So it's
Definitely.
it's a networking and
That's
getting to know you.
wonderful. So what do you need to do to join?
It is just a yearly fee and you have to have 3 references
Okay.
from clients.
Ah, clients. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty inexpensive.
That's awesome.
Like 100 and something a year, I think, or less than that.
I think it's the same thing with the Metaphysical Association too. It's about the same. But after, I just haven't quite gotten that far just yet. I've spent so much time, you know, setting up the business and looking for location and finding furniture and all the little
That's
basic things,
exciting though.
you know, writing a doctorate and, you know, my dissertation. It's been a really awesome adventure this last probably 6 months. I've kind of crammed everything into 6 months, and somehow, some way, I just thought, I need to start talking to more people. This just needs to happen. People need to be aware that they're all out there, you know, and to help the other
Right.
people that are just coming into their healing abilities and have suppressed them for a while, you know. Something usually happens where a person has expressed it, and then someone else, a naysayer, has told them it's wrong or don't do that or be quiet, and they've kept that all inside. And you know, it's time to wake up. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be yourself. Weird is the new normal, you know.
Exactly. Yep. One book that I read that got me going back on this path, because I had stopped for a while, but because of my children, so it was more about getting a corporate job and making sure they were all okay before.
Oh yeah.
They're all grown up out of the house now. So I started thinking about doing this again, and I read Blessed Are the Weird.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that one.
Oh, it just opened up all kinds of creativeness in me, so opened it all back up again. Not that it really closes, but it just brought me back to where my true self.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's where the magic happens, when you accept yourself for who you are. Because I know I was like that for a long time, and oh, people, you're weird, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you think. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do me. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That was a book.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed be the weird. Do you know the author?
Blessed Are the Weird, A
Blessed
Manifesto for Creatives by Jacob Nordby.
Okay, I'm gonna look for that.
It's more, he's a writer, so it's more about creative writing, but even in that is a healing and an opening.
Oh wow, I bet people would really enjoy that.
That was a great book.
So do you do you work from home, or do you have an office?
I have a well, this is kind of my upstairs office, and we have a downstairs. It's kind of a 3-story house. So down below we have like an apartment that's empty. So actually we used to have family members that lived with us and stuff, and finally nobody's here. So I turned it into my practice down there.
Okay. And you're totally comfortable with having strangers come into your home and
okay. Yeah, I'm protected. I'm safe. I'm fine. The community I live in is pretty safe.
That's wonderful.
Pretty good people.
You feel like there's a lot of just open-mindedness in Sonoma?
Oh yeah. Especially over here where I'm at. Sometimes there's too much.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of healers in this area. A lot.
Oh wow. The planet must have needed something for everybody to converge like that.
Like I said, I call it Hippieville, so.
Oh, that's neat. Well, I would definitely fit right in because I am an original hippie.
Right.
Well, I think we are. Go ahead.
We have all kinds of different health, wellness centers, and chiropractors, acupuncturists. I can't tell you how many we have in our small town. My gosh. Reiki, massage therapists, spas, all over the.
And for you in particular, how do you normally find clients?
Right now it's been word of mouth. When I first started offering the tuning sessions, I offered some free ones to a group on Facebook. It's a local Facebook group for the town I live in. Mm-hmm. So I offered it, like I did 3 free sessions at first. So I gained some clients that way, and then just people telling other people. And right now I have I'm pretty set where I want to be. I probably have like 10 clients right now, which is fine. I still am working. So I do this more in the late afternoons and evenings, until I build up. But because I'm still adding to this modality. I keep getting information all the time. Oh, well, you need to do this and do this. Oh, got a new booking. And add this to your work, do this report, make this report and send it out. So the modality is growing.
And where do you feel your guidance comes from?
From center. I call it my gold ray healing, my gold ray vibe.
Definitely.
Yeah, and even the healing comes from the center, from your heart center, your sun center.
And if anybody watching wants to find you, how would they find you?
You can find me at ChristineJanette.com. That's my website. I have a Facebook page. Actually, I have a few Facebook pages. It's Christine Janette, Metaphysical Practitioner on Facebook. Okay. I have it's weddings@sonoma.com for my weddings, and the other part of that hasn't been built yet, but I'm getting there on that one. But as far as for the tuning and the holistic modality, it's ChristineJanette.com is the best way.
Okay. And how much is one session with you? Or do you need to purchase more than one?
Right now I'm doing them at $65 a session. I do have membership where they get it, if they pre-purchase 6 sessions, it's at $300, so it's like $90 off, so it's like $50 a session. Because I truly believe in making it affordable for people.
Definitely.
And also have a sliding scale for those that are on limited incomes. They can pay anywhere from $20 to $40 for a session. And those are usually about 30-minute, 40-minute sessions.
So like, is that something that you put directly on your website, or do you let them contact you for a sliding scale?
It's all on my website. It's all out there.
That's wonderful.
I don't hide it.
So do you have any messages for any of the young people out there who may feel like they're a healer and they're looking for their field to go into?
Just follow their heart.
Yeah.
Listen to yourself. You know, just do it. Don't let time pass you by. Get into it.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much. I truly appreciate your time, and hopefully we will have another discussion again, and you are always welcome at Perspective Metaphysics when you are ready to start teaching. I will be looking forward to having an event in Dallas.
Alrighty, that'll be exciting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yolanda.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.